Okay, so for today, we are going to talk about the different types of aquatic ecosystem. Okay, actually, there are just two. One is the freshwater ecosystem and the saltwater ecosystem. Freshwater ecosystem. Freshwater has very low salt content, or technically none at all. Freshwater ecosystem only covers 3% of the total aquatic ecosystem. Lake and pond are examples of freshwater ecosystems that have still water. What do you mean by still is non-moving. Not actually literal na non-moving, no, pero steady lang siya compared to rivers and streams. Okay, and then of course rivers and streams are also examples of freshwater ecosystems. It's just that the difference between them, the two, is that they have flowing water. So, continuous ang flow, may movement. Unlike sa lake and pond, especially sa pond. Although sa lake, may drain pa rin yan at some point if it overflows. So, yun na nga, the difference between river and stream compared to lake and pond. Divided into three zones. The three zones are determined by the depth and distance from the shore. For distance, we have the littoral zone. Okay, this is the correct spelling, not this one. The area nearest the shore is called the littoral zone. And the limnetic zone is the open water away from the shore. So this basically refers to distance, okay, not a depth, not from top to bottom, but a distance from this point to this point. Actually, further pa yan ang limnetic zone and onwards. But the only difference between the two is that the littoral zone is the one nearest the shore, and the limnetic is the one that's away from the shore. For depth naman, we have the profundal zone where light is limited or is not present at all. Saan yung profundal? Ito. So, not here, but at this point. Okay? Limited ang light dyan or none at all. It depends on the situation. While the benthic zone is the bottom-most part of lakes and ponds. This place is much colder and because basically less sunlight reaches the bottom. Not end, but it's because less sunlight reaches the bottom. Let me just change that. Okay? This place is much colder because less sunlight reaches the bottom. Actually, this area na to, just right above profundal, this is still actually considered as the limnetic zone. Okay? Considered pa rin siya as the limnetic zone. Streams and rivers. Okay. Streams and rivers are moving bodies of fresh water unlike yung kanina. Okay? Sa lake and pond. Sa streams and rivers kasi they are basically moving fresh water. Oxygen level is greater on faster moving water because the air mixes as water flows. Okay? So that's basically the explanation why oxygen level is greater when water tends to move faster because air mixes as water moves or flows. Trout and salmon have strong muscles to help them swim against the water flow. Thus, this is an example of how living organisms tend to interact with the abiotic factors. Okay? So, yun na nga, yun na yung example na yun. Abiotic. Saltwater ecosystem. So, also called as marine ecosystem. Okay, the other name for saltwater ecosystem is marine ecosystem. Contains significant amount of dissolved salt. Salt water covers 75% of Earth's surface. Grabe. That's why if you notice, if you're going to look at a globe or a world map, only little land, so that's basically 25% doing the math there, So, mas marami ang area ng water. 3 times the area of land ang water. Oceans are also divided into zones. Okay. Intertidal zone. Intertidal zone is where the ocean meets the land. Yan daw. So, what do you think the ocean said to the land when they met? Nothing. The ocean just waved. Ha, 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 ha. It is the shallowest part of the marine ecosystem. So, yun na nga, no, itong part na to. Of course, considered pa rin yan at some point. Okay? Where basically the ocean meets the land. Shallowest part. Pinaka mababa lang. Snails, crabs, sea urchins, seaweeds, and small fish live in the intertidal zone. Okay, dyan nakatira. Technically, not actually that they live there, pero you can find them there. Okay. Producers such as phytoplankton and seagrass grow here because sunlight can penetrate shallow water. Okay, yun ang basically ang phytoplanktons are yun na nga microscopic organisms, and seagrass are like grass technically on land pero nasa water, and they are examples of producers, and they live in this area lang because sunlight can just penetrate in shallow water, unlike yung sa mga abyss, yung mga not obese, okay, abyss nasa ano pa to, dark na masyado, actually blackout parang wala talaga. And the next one is the oceanic zone. This is the open ocean where water is over 200 meters deep. Okay, so over, not just 200 but over, and so on na. So if you notice, no, in this area, compared to that area, the color basically is different. It's because in this area, sunlight still penetrates, no, through shallow water na nga, like what it says earlier sa intertidal zone. So, ang nangyayari dito is the reason why this is darker in color is because less sunlight, it doesn't reach the bottommost part. Or if it does, less na lang yung amount of light that reaches the bottom. Okay? So, in this area, I'm not referring to the deepest, the 200 meter part, in this area alone. Okay? Kasi syempre, nandun pa yan. Going onwards, dun pa yung oceanic zone talaga. This zone contains volcanoes and deep trenches. Trench, if you still remember, yung si father ni Nemo, tsaka si Dory. So, they were asked to swim over the trench, not through the trench. Pero yun na, ginawa nila, nag-swim pa rin sila through the trench. Thanks to Dory na makalimutin. So anyway, the oceanic zone is further divided into two zones. The bathyal and the abyssal zones. The bathyal zone is also known as the midnight zone. So nandito ang bathyal zone in this area. This zone receives little to no sunlight. So it's possible na yung image na pinakita ko kanina sa inyo. Okay? Producers do not live here, of course, kasi nga, if you are a producer, you need sunlight. And if there's no sunlight, then why will you be there? Why should you be there? It's like planting a tree inside your house, planting a tree inside a building. Para mas maintindihan nyo, sa parking space ng KCC where it is completely dark, not actually dark, pero there's light but not natural light, which is from the sun. So, yun na nga. That's why producers don't live here kasi there's not much sunlight. Nectons that are bigger can be found here. The abyssal zone is just below the bathyal zone. Okay? This area never receives sunlight and this area is very cold and dark. The entire ocean floor naman, ito, the bottommost part, is called the benthic zone. Actually, you already learned that from the last video. Organisms living in the benthic zone are called benthos that feed on dead and decaying matter. So, they feed on dead and decaying matter. Parang silang mga cockroaches, no? Cockroaches of the ocean. So, if you love eating lobster, shrimps, decomposers pala sila. So, enjoy your crabs and lobster. So anyway, that's basically the end of this topic. So I hope you learned at least basic information from the types of aquatic ecosystem.